The question says, figure 2.15 gives the speed time graph of a particle in motion along a constant direction. The three equal intervals of time are shown. In which interval is the average speed greatest? In which interval is the average acceleration greatest in magnitude? In which interval is the average speed greatest? Now, the second part of the question is, choose the positive direction as the constant direction of motion. So let us first cover these two questions. Which interval average acceleration is greatest in magnitude and average speed is greatest in magnitude? So average acceleration in a speed time graph can be plotted using can be found out using finding the slope in the three intervals, average slope. So slope at interval 1 is going to be something like this, and interval 2 is like this, interval 3 is like this. So as far as the magnitude is considered, this interval 2 has the greatest slope, that's why the greatest magnitude or the greatest acceleration. So in the second interval, the acceleration is greatest, and average speed, as far as average is, in which interval is the average speed greatest. So since it is a speed time plot, we can easily find out the average speed, which one is greatest. So interval 3 has the highest point, so it has to be the interval of highest speed. So we can say that the highest speed average is going to be in the third interval. Now the third part of the question is choosing the positive direction as the constant direction of motion. So it is saying that since it is a one constant particle is moving in a constant direction, and that direction is going to be positive, give the sign of v and a in three intervals. So we have to give the sign of velocity and acceleration in all the three intervals: interval 1, 2 and 3, and v and a. So let's talk about interval. So in this case, as it is clearly mentioned that the particle is moving in the positive direction and the direction is constant, so the velocity in all the three intervals is going to be positive. So we should simply say that velocity is going to be positive in all the three intervals. Now as far as acceleration is considered, this slope gives the direction of acceleration, and we see that 1 and 3 are the acute angles. That's why the slope is going to be positive in interval 1 and 3. So we can say that acceleration is positive in interval 1 and 3, and second interval has obtuse angle. That's why its acceleration is going to be negative. Also, we have to find out the acceleration at points A, B and C and D. So again, the acceleration can be found out using the slope. And so let us find out again the acceleration at A, B, C and D. So when we plot the slope at graph at point A, it is going to be a horizontal line, so acceleration is going to be 0, and at B also it is going to be horizontal line, so it is going to be 0, and acceleration at point C is also going to be 0, and acceleration at point D is also going to be 0. So since all these 3 points, the tangent is simply a horizontal line, that is 0 angle, subtending a 0 angle with the horizontal, that's why its slope is going to be 0, or the slope of speed time graph is going to be 0, or the average acceleration is going to be 0. That's it. Thank you.